Get started on this PowerPoint, and okay, the video is on. Let's open this up. Nope. What am I doing? Okay, I have to stop it and restart. There we go. All right, so start this from the beginning. This works so well in rehearsal. Okay, so we're going to talk about the thesis statement and planning and drafting really tied together for the most part, but I'm going to break up this PowerPoint, so I'm not just going to be talking about the thesis statement. So the first thing that we're going to talk about is what is a thesis statement. We had the definition in the quiz, but we can also elaborate on that definition. So, a good thesis contains three things. Subject plus significance, is arguable, and answers the so what question. Okay? So let's break these things down even further. Subject plus significance. Subject of the paper plus what you're going to say about it, or the significance. So let's think about our social media essay. What's the subject? Social media, the significance. What are we going to do? What are we going to do with social media? In fact, explain how it affects our life. Subject plus significance. Answers the so what question. You don't want a reader to get to the end of your introduction or to the end of your paper and say, well, so what? Why did I read this? We want to make sure that our thesis statement makes the reader continue reading and is of enough significance that you can actually do something of the essay. Finally, it's arguable. What does that mean? Well, it's not like you're having an argument with a sibling or significant other or parent or something like that. It means it gives you something to prove throughout the course of the essay. Okay, so it gives us something to prove throughout the course of the essay. Alright, so we're going to take a look at stuff from our books that breaks this down even further. So what do these things mean? Okay, a good thesis statement is going to focus on just one central point or issue. It's much better to be specific about a few things than general about many things. This is a comment I often put on the first essay in any composition class. It's better to be specific about a few things than general about many things. When I was going over the essay assignment, I mentioned that if you're really involved in multiple social media sites, you might have to narrow it down a bit. Okay? To just the ones you use most often. Because if you were to try, say you have like 8 social media accounts, if you're trying to talk about all of them, you don't have enough space A specific thesis sets you up to make a clear argument. The more specific you are, the better off you're going to be. Okay, so the reader's going to know exactly what you're talking about in general. Okay? What else is a good thesis? It tailors the scope of the issue to the length of the paper. This is why it's important to know your assignment. If you know what your audience expects, you can tailor your thesis to your argument. At minimum, you should read your assignment sheet 3 times. You've already done it once for this assignment, and you just went over it. But then you should read it again before you start drafting your paper, and then read it one more time before you do the final drafting of the assignment. It's very difficult to get a good grade on a paper that doesn't follow assignment. You could write a very wonderful paper, has great information, but if it's off topic, how are they going to get through this? You need to make sure that you're following the assignment. A good thesis also provides an accurate forecast for what's to come. Your thesis provides direction for your assignment paper. Now, that's not to say that 1 or maybe 2 sentences has to outline your entire paper, but every point in the paper needs to relate back to that. It needs to be something that you're proving based on what happens in the introduction. Your reader really shouldn't get any surprises in the essay after the first paragraph, because the focus has been provided and you see what the paper is going to be about. Every point that you make in your paper should relate back to that. Okay, here's a kind of a big one in terms of growing from being a high school writer to growing to be a college writer. A good thesis is precise, often previewing the organization of the paper. You want to avoid cliches in your thesis statements like, my paper is about. In this essay, I will discuss. My essay will cover. So those statements really aren't necessary. Your name's on the paper. We know it's your essay, and we know it's something that you're going to discuss. So save the space on the page. Now, we need to define our terms to make sure that we're all on the same page here. What's a cliche? Normally, you're on the right track, definitely. Stereotypical overuse. The phrase has been used so much that it's lost its original meaning. The first coach to tell the media that you need to give 100%, wow, that's now it's just a cliche. It's been used so much, it's lost its original meaning. You want a lesson in cliches, that's what my name is. Jeter gave an interview, because they can talk for hours and not say it. Cliches and blanket statements tell neither the writer nor the reader what is going on. So, blanket statement. That is something that's either easily disproved or is completely unprovable. A statement that English teachers lament is, since the beginning of time, that's why. Are you there? What's the beginning of time? The Noah era that you talked to encapsulate the dinosaurs? The human history? The human history? So it's easily disproved. The pitfall for this paper is avoiding everybody has social media. It's only about 80% of Americans, believe it or not. And worldwide, it's only 4 or 5 billion people, so about half the world has social media. You write a phrase, and you can think, well, this is untrue for one person on earth, it's untrue, then it's probably a book. But here's a good thing to remember, and there's a reason why I use the post-it. The first thesis statement that you write does not have to be the last thesis statement you write. The writing process is fluid. Your essay and your thesis can both change shape during the course of the writing process. The reason I use the post-it note, I was advised to use this technique when I was an undergraduate student, and I think it works. Write your thesis on a post-it note. Stick it right up there on the computer screen. Not so it's blocking you on the side. Because as you're typing your essay, it means that you have your focus right there. And you know what you're trying to prove throughout the course of the essay. So you can either adjust your thesis statement or adjust your writing, whichever the essay dictates. And it's not scary to change things. You type a thesis statement, it feels like once you type something, it's hard to change. But anybody can, cross off or rewrite things in post. So just kind of some food for thought on thesis. Okay, so I do want to start, and we're going to continue this on Monday, but I want to start talking about some common errors in thesis. And these are all derived from your book, and you can use them however you like. And I apologize for this not being a good thesis states the writer's clearly defined opinion on some subject. So here's a thesis that needs some work. I want to give my opinion on the national law that sets 21 as the legal age to drink. Okay, so why does this one need work? Sorry? Huh? Part of all of that? What else? What is their opinion? Should the drinking age be lowered, stay the same, or be raised? Not clear. Okay, so since we don't know, we have to be specific. So let's get rid of that cliche, and let's be specific on our opinion. To reduce the number of highway fatalities, our country needs to enforce the national law that designates 21 as the legal minimum age to purchase and consume alcohol. Okay, so we know what side of the issue they're on. They want to keep the drinking age at 21. What's the reasoning behind it? Highway fatalities. Okay, so this paper will focus on keeping the drinking age where it is. We want to keep a thesis takes a position on an issue. It's different from a topic sentence in that a thesis statement is not neutral. It's arguable or gives you something to prove throughout the course of the essay. It announces, in addition to the topic, the argument you want to make or the point you want to prove. This is your own opinion that you intend to back up. So, you're announcing your opinion, but you're also giving the significance. It's not just the subject, but us. Okay, so thesis also asserts one main idea. Here's a thesis that needs work. High school athletes shouldn't have to maintain a B or better grade point average to participate in school sports, and the value for some students is often. So now we're thinking in the context of a 3 to 5 page paper. How many topics can we do in a 3 to 5 page paper? Well, in this case, can we really do 2? Like up here? One's talking about grade point average, the other's talking about the value of sports. Those are 2 topics that each have their own paper. So, we have too much in this thesis. We have to narrow down our focus and narrow down our ideas and our